Bombs out.
I'm wounded.
Alright, I'm here and I'm ready.
Wounded.
Yep, I'm ready as well.
Okay, I'll throttle up, take off.
Might want to give like 20% flaps if we have the big bombs.
Yeah, I usually got 30. If we want the tail wheel, that might help.
Oh shit. Today I'll be talking about one of the most iconic American fighters of World War II, the Republic P-47D, the Thunderbolt. Known affectionately by its pilots as the Jug, the P-47 combined brute strength, speed, and heavy firepower into a fighter that helped define air combat over Europe and the Pacific. Let's start with where the D-22 fits into the broader P-47 lineage. The P-47 was originally designed by Alexander Kartveli and first flew in 1941. It was a response to the U.S. Army Air Corps' demand for a high-altitude interceptor with long range and heavy armament. The design philosophy was unapologetically American: bigger, faster, tougher. By the time we reached the D series, the P-47 had matured into a formidable machine. The D model variant, introduced in early 1944, brought with it one key improvement that affected handling and visibility. The razorback canopy was replaced by the bubble canopy, but only in the later D variants. The D-22 specifically was part of the razorback lineup, just before the shift to bubble canopy with the D-25. However, the D-22 introduced another critical upgrade, the Hamilton Standard Hydromatic Paddle Blade Propeller, which greatly improved climb performance. At the heart of the P-47D-22 was the Pratt & Whitney R2800 59 Double Wasp, an 18-cylinder air-cooled radial engine pumping out 2,000 horsepower. That engine gave the aircraft a top speed of around 430 miles per hour at 30,000 feet, with a climb rate of about 2,800 feet per minute. Now that might not sound earth-shattering compared to sleek inline fighters like the P-51, but remember, the P-47 weighed over 8 tons fully loaded. This was not a nimble ballerina of the skies. It was a flying sledgehammer. Speaking of sledgehammers, the P-47D-22 carried 8 50 caliber Browning M2 machine guns, 4 in each wing. This gave it massive firepower, enough to shred fighters and tear apart ground targets. It also carried up to 2,500 pounds of bombs, or 10 5-inch rockets, in a fighter-bomber configuration that made it not just a fighter, but an extremely effective ground attack platform, especially later in the war as the Allies pushed into occupied Europe. The P-47's durability is legendary. It had armor plating, self-sealing fuel tanks, and the ruggedness to take tremendous punishment and keep flying. Pilots routinely returned with half a tail, multiple cylinders out, or holes in wings big enough to walk through. Range was initially a weak point, but with drop tanks, the D-22 could escort bombers deep into territory, with operational ranges approaching 1,800 miles in ferry configuration. The P-47D-22 entered combat just as the Allies were gaining momentum in Europe. It flew with the 8th and 9th Air Forces, as well as the RAF and Free French forces. Its primary roles were bomber escort, fighter sweep, and ground attack, often on the same sortie. In Europe, it became especially feared by German ground forces. A flight of jugs with bombs and 50 cals could ruin any column's day. Tanks, trucks, trains, it didn't matter. Though outclassed by some Luftwaffe aircraft in low-speed dogfights, the Jug could dive faster than almost anything thanks to its weight and aerodynamics. Many a German pilot learned the hard way not to follow a Thunderbolt into a dive. Compared to the sleeker P-51 Mustang, the P-47 looks almost brutish, but it served an indispensable role. Where the Mustang was elegant, the Jug was industrial, a brute force solution to air superiority and close air support. And it worked. The P-47 was credited with over 7,000 air-to-air kills, and thousands more ground targets destroyed. It was also one of the few fighters that remained in frontline service from the beginning of America's involvement into the end of World War II. The D-22 was a key transitional model, marrying the older Razorback frame with the modern upgrades like the paddle blade prop, and laid the groundwork for the bubble canopy versions that followed. To sum it up, the P-47D-22 wasn't the prettiest or the fastest, but it was reliable, lethal, and nearly indestructible. It escorted bombers, swept the skies, and rained hell on anything unlucky enough to be on the ground beneath it. It earned the respect of its pilots and the fear of its enemies. And that, in the end, is the mark of a great warbird.
So we've got
Unknown over the
three
city
bags.
now. Unknowns over the city now.
Hey,
Two of them.
Tally 2.
There's a dude bag in front of us, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the target. Unless you want to switch targets.
No, we're here now, and I don't know how long's left in the match.
20 minutes.
Yeah, let's just do this one.
Do we run straight west after bombs?
I say we try to engage those two guys instead of RTB. I don't think we can make it back.
Yeah,
Remember
try and engage if you can.
I would say try to keep those guys in sight, bomb like inaccurately like we did the first time, just saturate and then concentrate on getting a good angle on those two bandits.
Copy 1 coming straight at me, my 11.
I don't have that 11.
He's just under cloud layer now.
Oh, wait, Tally 1.
Might be going for ALS, be advised.
He's just punched into the cloud.
I say we start diving for speed.
Remember your boost
Start
button.
diving.
Yeah,
Remember your boost button and don't go over the manifold pressure limit.
Contacts, 9 o'clock. Close.
I'm diving for this. I'm diving for the ships that are parked.
Yep, I'm diving in.
South side.
Build speed. Alright, they're too far behind to catch us right now. The one behind me is going for Ellis. Ellis, continue straight ahead, but start climbing, and you should put him right in front of me.
Bombs out, left ship.
Comes out.
Bombs out.
Oh my god, I got 888, I think.
Yeah. I'm hit bad.
6.
I'm down.
One on me, wing. Heading west.
Ah, I'm hit hard by flak.
Copy. Flak was brutal.
I couldn't fucking find you. Ah, damn, Ellis. I couldn't find that guy.
Yeah, he followed me. I think he didn't dive as hard, so he sort of just stayed level and caught me as I climbed back up again.
Yeah, I got hit hard by flak. I'm really fucked up now.
Oh god. I pulled in a flat spin. Bailing.
Yep, tally that. Tally your bandit
Yep.
times 2.
Copy. Oh, I think I got the ship. Nice.
Got another build.
Ran.
again.
Oh! That 109 was thirsty.